Alright, well, that was fun. Let's go deliver some colonists, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna have my colonists get delivered, I guess, so I have to visit those systems over there at some point. But let's go over here. Thank you for your help. They're still pretty damaged, that ship, but whatever. Not this ship, or plant. Alright, this one. Land here. Alright, so airlock. Last preparations. The colonist leader is bulky man of 50 years with small gut. He doesn't look like a man used to overcoming hardships. Captain, I see you've come to see us off. Of course, bring me back a souvenir. A couple of flowers and a rabbit skin, if you want. The man laughs and gets in the shuttle, but the door closes behind him. You had better leave the airlock. Alright, well. What's that stuff over there? Is that the colony? Yep, that's the colony over here. Got a soldier. And I guess, you know, everything up around. I'm guessing a soldier counts as, like, you know, a hostile, I guess, or, like, you know, a life form, because, you know, he's biological. Which makes sense. Kill this. Kill this! Why have we got a new research project? Whatever. Well, that's done. You know what? At this point, maybe I'll go up over to this 9595 star up here. We'll go here first because I haven't got the astronomy data here apparently. Okay, done. There's a Klisk ship over there. Greetings, Human Commander. I'm glad to see you on our space station. What do you want? What do you want, trade? And I don't think these guys have anything of interest to me. You know, I'm gonna like sell these back to them if I don't need them anymore. I technically already studied all this stuff, right? So Oh, we already got physics. Yeah, it takes away my data when I get that, so we'll have to check biology and chemistry at some point, but I definitely don't like that about the game. Alright, Captain, we have detected 2 alien structures near the system's sun. The smaller one looks like it's some kind of defense drone and is guarding the larger one, and it's already targeting us. None of them responds to our hails, which we should be careful. Time to check our ship's combat performance. Battle stations. We'll stay at a distance, I guess. Ooh. That thing's firing at me, apparently. It's a rogue probe, apparently. Okay, well, we're here right now, so let's try and do this, I guess. Alright, we have studied the star, but it's not emitting anything unusual at this time. It's a typical spectral class L brown dwarf. Its optical spectrum dominated by absorption bands of FeH, CrH, and prominent alkali metal lines. Perhaps the source emission is that alien structure near it. But what immense power it would contain then? We should investigate this as soon as possible. Oh, alright, so I have to investigate this at some point. Alright, let's see here. Fire. You know what, let's just kill it. Not reload, so let's fire this then. Fire! Not reloaded. Torpedoes, maybe? I'm being fired upon! Fire. Oh, there's my torpedo. There we go. Alright, let's see what this is all about. And engineering, get to work repairing my hull, I guess. And that's sort of not doing right, but whatever. Establishing a connection with the station is surprisingly hard. After almost an entire hour, you finally managed to do it. The static is over, the connection is established. Circumsolar station come in. This is Captain Aurora 2, home port Earth. There's a piece of data being transferred. The text is transmitting automatically. Whoever you are, this beacon is property of the rogues. It is uninhabited. This place is a sacred cemetery where the best of the best have found their rest. The higher elders who gave their lives to the essence of the hour a long time ago. If you're a rogue, bow to him and go. If you're foreign, just keep flying. Know that even things that are not alive can defend themselves. So that's how it is, Goran. What do you say? Goran reports on a secure line. Captain, we scanned the beacon. There is something. Report. The equipment is old, even decrepit. Apart from the defense systems, there are no signs of life, but I think those are the results of special scanning. Now, the most important thing, according to my data, this beacon, through some unknown means, turns solar radiation into energy. Do you understand? It is charged by hard radiation, while using it to shield itself against it, providing itself existence. I got it. You also think the technology would be useful on Earth? Of course, Captain. You're reading my mind. Our solar energy technology isn't effective enough yet, but the tech at the beacon seems to be very advanced. This is what Earth needs. A system like that would cause something like a planetary celebration. Imagine that, a station that can make cheap energy from solar radiation. And a utopia, Captain. On the other hand, those who built the structure will probably try to find those who just desecrate their shrine. Oh, and could we try to get the technology from the rogues peacefully? What do you think? Goran stars again. I can't say. You're Captain, you decide. Alright, well then, I think it's worth it, so you could go after him, I guess. I think we better leave it alone and content ourselves with long-range scanning. Not that I care about some alien mummies, but I don't exactly want to ruin my relationship with your live reverend either. Okay, no, a cemetery is a cemetery. Whoever owns it, apparently the heroes are buried here. We can't just violate a place that is sacred to our people. It's not about powerful defenses, it's about being human. We can't act like wild barbarians, sure. So we're gonna leave this place because, like, you know, we don't want to ruin our relationship with the rogues, I guess. We'll just come here, we'll grab some resources, because that's what I do. Alright, that one's too far away to get to, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oops. That's done. Gas giant. And we got life forms. Cool. I can't breathe on this planet, apparently. Because it's a large planet, it's taking forever to, like, you know, move around it, so... I really have to land right on top of aliens to, like, you know... capture or kill them, I guess. Let's go up there. There we go. Grab that. Ooh, big alien. Okay, let's go elsewhere. Look over here. We've already killed one of them, we're good on that. My ship is literally buried underneath the stuff, whatever. Killed you. You know, this is something to say. It's cool that this has, like, you know, a sort of, like, you know, landing component to the game, but makes you think, is it better, like, you know, you, like, have this, or is it possibly better to, like, you know, not include it? Alright, so those are done. Human colony, and that, and the rogues. Let's go over here. This is probably a ramp system of nothing of importance. Might probably make sure I'm doing this stuff. Grab the resources. That's some fast-moving acid rain we'll want to stay away from. Ooh, biologicals. Yes, interesting things. We'll stay away from that acid rain. That apparently just dissipated. That's nice. Fire. We're just gonna stay away from that. Well, it's chasing me, okay. Oh, there's the gold. Stupid gold. Nice. Whoa. Alright, we lost another soldier. I think we've lost enough soldiers, so let's just get going. And you guys research this. I didn't get another soldier, so this lost a bunch of soldiers, stupidly. You know, at this point, soldiers all the way. It's powerful stuff. Alright, you know what? Let's just stop screwing around with those things and let's leave them be. I can't see it. Oh. I land on top of the iron, apparently. Again. Resource rich moon here, apparently. And there we go. Oh, I don't have any engineers working here. Let's get them doing something. You know, I'm tempted to go over to, like, you know, these guys to say hi. Let's do that. Here's the Bork and the Klisk. They're apparently right next to each other. Okay, so there's these guys here. So, you know, Klisk homeworld's got stuff. Okay, let's say hi to Klisk. Only when you get close to the station do you realize just how big it is. It's hard to imagine how this great structure was built. The pilot finds the correct dock very easily. The docking itself was even easier. The dock turns out to be an all-purpose one, suitable for ships of various types. The small shuttle lands steadily and safely. The yacht closes. The dock is filled with air. There are slight overtones of machine oil in it, and even slighter ones of space from the Klisk coming out to meet you. Human captain, a fat snail on a floating platform, addresses you. Yes, that's me. It's the first time I've seen a Klisk up close. Same for me with the humans. You're very fragile. The Klisk speaks with earnest curiosity. I'm sorry for asking. I'm sure it's bad taste. Tell me, how does it feel being so unbalanced? Unbalanced? The Klisk jerks an antenna and points to your soldier's legs in his hands. Those walking things. You balance on them. Isn't it uncomfortable? I could ask you the same question. The anti-grav is very comfortable. No, I'm talking about moving around without the anti-grav. Can't be very comfortable. Otherwise, why would you ever need an anti-grav? You're wrong. It's very comfortable. You're steady. It's soft. And the anti-gravs. The Klisk clicks without any rhythm. It must be an embarrassment. Slime. Don't tell me anymore. Are you supposed to accompany us there, or what slime? The Klisk hangs a part of its body from the platform with a bit of effort. You can see that the Klisk's stomachs are silky and soft, and also very muscular. But that is one thing. Another is that there's a thin stream of snot-like greenish slime dripping on the dock floor from the silky part. The spicy smell becomes more obvious. You wonder if anyone would want to lick it. It's uncouth in public places. Interesting sight. You have added considerably to my knowledge of the Klisk, but we have a business. Are you supposed to take me somewhere? I'll take you to the Vortango Corporation office. Our diplomatic representative is its member. It's a long way. We'll have to cross 2 segments of the station. Alright, good. We'll follow you. Let's get it over with as soon as possible. Is the station segmented? Corporation? Your station is so big. Yes, the planet cannot be influenced by the outside. Because of that, our main industrial complexes are located right here. Are you surprised? No, that in itself isn't surprising. Many processes are more efficient in zero-gravity conditions, and even delivering cargo isn't much of a problem. We use similar methods ourselves, but what matters is the difference in scale. I mean, its size itself. Your station is colossal. We're very proud of it ourselves. The Klisk really does look very proud of it. Alright, what about corporations? Vortango, Hakazar, Falronak, Porokov, Trunkefif. The code unites them and gives them all wisdom to trade wisely and rules Kliskata. Alright, wait a second. The code is a unit of corporations? Clicks of laughter. What nonsense! Of course not. The code is the code. The conglomerate of corporations is a ruling organ. Corporocracy. I think I get it, but I don't understand anything. Right, I think we've wasted enough time talking. We have to move. You go ahead, we'll follow you. Of course. The Klisk turns his rear part to you and moves ahead a little bit, but we'll have to walk a little. It's forbidden to use passenger transport in the docks. We're okay with that. The Klisk isn't moving slowly at all. His platform effortlessly reaches the speed of a briskly walking man, letting him stay in the front without getting too far ahead. You leave the dock. The ceiling instantly becomes lower, but not by much. The atmosphere is very industrial. These are metal walls, and traces of corrosion muffle the Klisk clicking here and there, and the air smells of some kind of oil. About 300 meters ahead and behind you and gates are different docks. You pass a dock gate. It's closed. The next one is open, and you can see a heated discussion going on inside. Some Klisk is clicking like mad and cursing loudly. The other one, apparently he has just docked, is making excuses, saying something about a stupid Bork who got into a fight and crashed his ship. What's going on there? How should I know? Your escort turns to the dock and stops. Wait, no, I do recognize the situation. The guard is an important shipment. The guard of an important shipment is dead. It's all right. They'll find a replacement soon. Borks are dumb. But if you want a guard, they're your best bet. You only leave the docks in 40 minutes, approaching a massive door. The Klisk look pleased with your walk. He floats over a door and says something into his platform. A few seconds later, the door opens. Wow, holy hell. No one can blame you for being surprised. Wherever you look, there are some kinds of factories, and there's noise, and there's smell. And in any case, it looks more like a very bad neighborhood in some city than a space station segment. Only the gigantic door and the same metal floor remind you that you are inside an artificial structure. I see your station has impressed you. It looks bigger from the inside than from the outside. It's possible. As far as I know, the ceilings are concealed. I can't say with what. It's not my specialty. Optical illusions. I get it then. There's a lot of noise everywhere, but there are a few actual Klisks. And the ones that are there don't look like your escort at all. Some of them move around the floor on their own, leaving a sticky, oily, shiny trail behind them. Some of them get around using a different kind of platforms with powerful manipulator limbs. After a half hour of walking, you reach something that looks like a small tram. It's empty, and it looks brand new. Get in, please. The door is open, and the inside is very spacious and well lit, but there isn't anything that looks like a seat or a chair. Is it going to be long? Possibly. The door shut. The tram takes off very softly and accelerates quickly. The shock absorbers creak and the engine hums. The Klisk escort lands the static and squeezes in a bit. It seems like he intends to get some shut-eye. Try to get sleep standing up? No. Wait and look out the window. You don't want to be disturbed? I don't mind. Alright, it's kind of unusual. Is this an industrial neighborhood? Yes, the industrial segment is almost completely automated. There are only 20 Klisk employees. The escort clicks quickly and abruptly and squirms again. Wait and look out the window. The Klisk escort jerks a couple times and falls asleep. The tram is going fast, but it really is a long time before it reaches the end of the segment. It is there that you see the difference. There are many more Klisk in the residential neighborhoods. It's noisy too, but it's the noise of the normal city, not the industrial zone. Continue looking out the window. Going into the residential neighborhood, the tram rail slightly arcs quite high up, and now the tram is riding at a pretty steep elevation. It's swaying a bit more now. The view out the window isn't as good now, but you can still see that the residential segment is pretty busy. There are cars, Klisk on anti-gravs, Klisk on simpler platforms, Klisk on foot. Something you can see. Sometimes you can see rogues. A couple of borks in expensive-looking clothes are sitting on the bench near a fountain and talking about something. Another hour and another couple segments. The one you are in now reminds you of a regular financial district on the Earthside city. The buildings are packed very densely. There doesn't seem to be a distinction between traffic and pedestrian areas here. You can only see living beings if you look inside the windows of giant local complexes. The tram stops at a special platform next to one of those. Vortango is written on the wall. It means you're there. The Klisk floats up nimbly, as if he was never asleep. Again, he's in front and you're behind him. I hope the ride didn't bore you. Not really, but let's go. 100 meters from the platform is the entrance to the Vortango company courtyard. A massive gate opens, revealing it to you. The Klisk floats in nonchalantly, not marveling at anything, but there are definitely things for a foreigner to gawk at. Two statues in the center of the big room. One is a strange symbol, and the other is some Klisk, life-size. At least once a minute, some company employee will stop to bow to the first statue, and then the second one. Wait, what is this? What are those statues, and why does everyone keep bowing to them? This? The Klisk stops and clicks rarely and loudly. His voice starts to sound respectful. This is the symbol of the code. You have to respect the code. The second one is Mr. Elo Vortango. He is the founder of the Vortango company. The code says that apart from the letter of the code, you have to respect and esteem the Klisk, who found wealth and success following the code. Every time we walk past these two symbols, we bow to them. Interesting. Alright, so what? You have to bow to them? Is this kind of religion? No. In the background of Klisk with a particular well-decorated antigrav lowers himself and touches the pedestal with his antennae. We don't have to. The statues are just statues. Why do you do it then? You have to respect the code, and the code says the Klisk who has gotten lucky because of the code deserves respect. You don't have to, but weird. Right, let's go on. You go through a very normal door and go down some of the building's hallways. Then you're in an elevator. Then you're in the hallways again. There's nothing to note here. Everything is very wide, made with Klisk and their floating platforms in mind. But this is where the difference ends. Wherever you look, the Klisk are doing normal office jobs like on Earth. There isn't much of a difference. In fact, it's so similar that it feels strange. We're there. Right, do I go in? There's a massive door in front of you. There is nothing of note about it, except the fact that there is no glass in it. It's opaque. Yes, you can go in. As you understand, you will talk with Mr. AuroraRL alone. Do you want to know anything about him? I'm listening. The escort thinks for a bit, then clicks rapidly. Then he speaks up. He's very old, serious about tradition, but not afraid of anything new. So how do I carry myself with him? The Klisk throws his hands up and jerks his antennae. I don't know. In that case, I'm going in. Guys, wish me luck. Try not to be distracted by my abode. I know it must look strange to you. The Klisk crawls away from the window, leaving a trace of wet sand behind him. Our planet is very hot. Also, sand. There is a lot of sand. It's easy to move on. I understand. I've been told you're serious about tradition. Right. He crawls over to something that looks like a table, closer to you, and you get an opportunity to get a better look at him. Aurola is very old, which is obvious even to someone who isn't used to Klisks. His sides are pulsing slightly, his antennae are shuddering, and his skin tone is an unpleasant brownish green. I'll pour myself a drink, excuse me. Aurola gets closer to the cupboard and takes out a picture and a glass. When he crawls back to the table, his glass is already full. I'm old, Mr. Human Captain. I can allow myself a few fox paw. There are chairs next to the wall. Grab one and take a seat. You will excuse me if I don't offer you a drink. I doubt you'll have it. While you're taking a chair, Aurola is distracted by quiet beeping from a small box. Obviously, it's some kind of communication device. Yes, it's me. What? You never got here? Well, find a replacement. There isn't one. I'll think about it. I'm busy. Aurola hangs up and turns the blue box off. I see you see it already. Let's get to business. I don't like all this. He waves his hand. Okay, we're humans from the planet Earth, Earthlings. I represent my people. We want diplomatic cooperation with the Klisks. Kaha, Aurola drinks. And how does it benefit the Klisks? Have you received the information package? I've read it, but why don't you tell me yourselves? I'll try. Even if it doesn't happen right away, cooperation will benefit both of us. For example, culture exchange. You're more technologically advanced, but the gap isn't unbreachable. It's all empty words, do you understand? And we're talking seriously here. I need to know what you can give us, so that we can see what we can give you. These are the laws of trade and profit, Human Captain. Aurola waves his trembling hand. You want more information? If we could help you, Aurola stops coughing and suddenly looks at you very seriously. Hurry up with your answer, Captain. It all depends on you. I would say that the fate of the relationship between our planets is in your hands. Okay. I could tell you some things I know personally, hope it is enough. I could request information from the ship database. I need a secure line. Alright, let's go with that. You'll get it. And you do. In just a few minutes, the Aurora sends over the package of information that Aurola needs. You start to imagine how much data it contains. The Aurola glances over it, only reading the most important parts, but even that takes 40 minutes, during which you borrow a small hole in the chair with your ass. Kaha, yeah, well then. Aurola smiles exceptionally happy with himself. Cooperation definitely makes sense. We'll do great things together, especially if people like you represent Earth. Are you making fun of me, or is that a yes? Nonsense! You have to be proud of yourself. You've gotten impressive. Kaha, results. In that case, I'm glad that we'll be cooperating from now on. Aurola wipes his lips. Cooperate. Well, we'll be friends for starters. And then, Kaha. Then it is then. The phone rings again. Aurola turns towards it, picks up the receiver, and listens attentively. Yes, no, yes. I told you to find one. What? I can't hear. With a surprising grace for someone his size, Aurola turns around and looks at you. He shouts into a receiver. Call back in 10 minutes. He puts the receiver back. Human Captain, I have a proposition for you. I'm listening. Aurola takes a sip from the glass. We have a little problem. A small trading fleet that was supposed to take off an hour ago is unguarded. He frowns. The stupid escort Bork got into a fight on the way here, and ended up in the atmosphere of some planet while on a super heavy cruiser. The cruiser and a Bork are no more. You want me to escort the fleet? The Aurora is no super heavy cruiser, Mr. Aurola. It doesn't matter. The chances of attack are very small. Do you agree? You could say no. I'm not obliging you. No, of course not. I'll help you. That is wonderful. In that case, excuse me. Aurola turns towards the phone again. Gentlemen, I found you a guard. He's smart. Not a Bork. No, not a rogue. Human. Kaha, from Earth. Kaha, I don't care. The code says he gets affirmative speech in response. He waits patiently. Your proposition is accepted, but we don't have a choice. Wait for a new guard. Thank you. What is the actual mission? Just escort the trade fleet? Exactly. Just escort the trade fleet there and back. It's an easy job. Kaha. If it's so easy, why do you need me to do it? Why do you need me? The fleet has to be guarded. Right, so where do I go now? Your escort will take you there, Kaha. I'm glad that you decided to help us. The escort leaves and a Klisk floats up over to you. Up close, and you can see that he's not all well. His hand is trembling, his antennae are jerking slightly, and his eyes are bloodshot. I'm Delorho Harton, or just Delorho. You're a human captain. I know that. You're to escort us. That's right. Is the cargo important? Are you expecting an attack? Where are we going? Exactly. Okay. Where are we going anyway? A small cone station at the orbit of station star XH201. Its coordinates are 120, 133. We co-owned it with the rogues, the station in the system. Alright. Are you expecting an attack? No, of course not. The Lord tries to click, but he can't. His body just starts a little. What attack? The Borks only attack Rush caravans. What we're carrying is trash to them. Trash? Not important cargo? The Lord clicks in surprise. Important cargo? Why would you think that? It's trash ready for recycling. Spare parts for heavy machinery. Second-hand microchips. Some raw oil for scientific experiments. Alright, I think it's time we take off. Yeah, the Klisk lets off a muffled grunts. You can hear sloshing and crackling in its antennae. Are you okay? A bit under weather. Don't pay it any mind. Okay, let's take off. Alright, so, favor for Aurola. Well, great. The Klisk are in favor of cooperation. The thing is, Aurola made it pretty clear they won't help me just because, so I'll have to do a small favor for them. Escort trade fleet to a remote station. Yeah, it's boring, but I have to do it. The coordinates of the star system where the station are is 120 to 133. Like, scan this guy. Is everything okay? We're steering the same course. Follow us. Yeah, I was just checking. So I guess I'm faster than these guys. Alright. I need to go to... $123.3. So it's down here somewhere. I'm just going to hope that all I have to do is basically get to 133 and we're done. You get a call, something from the Klisk flagship. I read you, go ahead. Hello, Mr. Dillo. Harm proposes we dock our ship and dine together before we get to a destination. What, is it necessary? Why waste time if it's easier and more comfortable to do it on a station? The call goes to a different line. Ahem. Dillo grunts and wheezes. It's a symbol of respect, Captain. I don't want to push it on you. It's your call. It really would be easier and more comfortable at the station, but here, we're in space. We'll make the crews happy and all. Alright, I give the order to start docking. Get the tails and drinks ready. It takes 3 whole hours to dock the ships. Then you wasted 4 minutes deciding where to throw the main part of the party. In the end, you got to Aurora's giant dining hall. The Klisk are eating their food and humans theirs. Communication isn't going swimmingly. Neither of the parties are used to having such neighbors, but it gets better over time. When the official part is over, Dolores shows you around his ship personally. It's a transport ship, heavily armored and well armed. The tour concludes in his captain's quarters. And this is the brand of ship, my office. It's big. That's right. Dolores sits at his table, laying his anti-grav platform smoothie. When 40% of your body is flying piece of metal, you need a lot of space. Do you drink? What? I've been learning about you humans. Ethanol. We drink it to cloud our minds too. You drink ethanol, but some people don't. Do you drink? I don't, but I'll have some with you. Alright, yeah. Daryl takes out a small jar from a drawer. He pours 2 glasses. Judging from the small, it's weak wine. It wouldn't have been unethical to do this in front of the main crew. They can't drink. Well, Daryl gets his drink. To the success of our venture. And to luck. After all, no one's attacked us. Ha! Daryl tries to click in sarcastically, but he can't, going back to wheezing loudly. Why? Space is a very calm place. Especially if you're transporting trash. Did you think that if you have a gun, you'll definitely have to use it? I think you're still underwater, but why do you need a guard if there's never any danger of raid? If we actually were attacked but didn't have a guard with us, it wouldn't have gone my insurance. That's it. Besides, you begin to hear a respect in Noah's voice. The code says that it's better to try hard and make a fool of yourself than to not try at all and lose everything. This time everything's gone pretty well, and we'll be there soon. It could have turned out different. The code. The Klisk mention it all the time. I still don't understand what it is exactly. Do you? Don't try. No one understands it. The code is a code. We are what we are thanks to it. Really? It looks like a lot like religion, or some kind of set of rules. You take it too superficially, human captain. Duo finishes his glass and pours himself some more wine. You take the code as something strict, something unchangeable. I don't know how to put it. It just isn't so. Wait. What is it? Then, the code of yours. A book, a scroll? You trade using it, but how do you do it? It's all very illogical. Doloro grunts, but then he smiles. We've touched upon the trade. I can tell a bit more about it. Doloro takes a sip from the glass. It really is simple. You exchange similar things, no more and no less. Anyone can understand this. Take our case, for example. Spare parts for recycling and tools. Trading it means the same amount of spare parts and tools that are needed on Kliskata. However, if the right amount or the right kind of goods is not available, you have to trade it for money. Nothing else, since it is forbidden by the code. What about weapons or technology? Same thing. Similar things for different things, or money. It does sound simple, but the code doesn't only talk about commerce. It also relates to your normal lives. Why can't you understand? Doloro gets angry. It doesn't. It just. He coughs even harder. He empties his glass into one swig and then makes it clear that the conversation is over. Enough about this. I'm not in a condition to talk about such things. In that case, I won't take up any more time. Get well. Alright, let's go over to the rogues here. Alright, to celebrate a safe flight, why didn't they even have to hire me? We docked the ships and organized a little party of our crews. Then I spent some time in the Klisk captain's quarters. We talked about things. The Klisks are strange, but it's not possible to understand. Orbital Trade Station XH201, what do you need? We're escorting a Klisk ship. They haven't docked yet. Please wait. Those snails really are taking their time. Yes, they are. I guess we have to wait for them a little bit. They're hauling trash, but it's taking a while. Klisk Station. There we go, land on the planet, or the station. Your hail is answered almost immediately. It's some rogue. Looking pretty worn out. Orbital Station XH201. I recognize Doloro's transport ship, but I don't recognize yours. AuroraRL, home port Earth. Not many people know us. We're humans. I've heard something about you. Connect me to Dolora. Sure. Doloro's ship takes no time to respond. When it does, a voice you don't recognize is speaking. Oh, human captain, is that you? Yes, it's me. Where is Mr. Harton? Something's wrong with him. He's been like this for hours. He's unconscious. His vitals are pretty low. God damn it. I knew it would end like this. Okay, I'll handle the arrival. As soon as we dock, take Doloro to the hospital. You click back to the station's channel. This isn't Doloro. Human captain, what's going on? Doloro Harton is sick. He's been unconscious for hours and he can't respond. He needs some medical attention urgently. Doloro's sick? Damn it. Must have taken off sick again. Right, I'm opening the port to you. Come dock. I hope it's nothing serious. I hope so too. Over and out. You aren't needed at the station. So you spend a couple of hours it takes to dock and take care of the other things in your office. You're distracted from important documents by call. Human captain, human captain. Yes, I'm listening. Oh, it's you. Is Doloro okay? He's fine, but he won't be conscious for some time. I'm very sorry. What did he want? Goods. Someone has to do the deal. Declare the transaction and all that. The rogue throws his long arms up and looks possibly sorry. In fact, you'd say he looks more so in this case. You want me to do it? You're the highest ranking officer after Doloro. Apart from that, it'll make the entire thing go faster. If you don't do it, both of us will have to wait here until Doloro comes to. And if you agree to do it, you can get it over and quickly. Hand Doloro over to the ship's sickbay and head back. No, I don't know the first thing about Klisk trading. I don't think I ever will. Alright, well, if no one else can do it, alright. Do I come over to the station? Yes, the deals are done personally. Please be so kind as to come to dock where Doloro's ship is. I'll be there in about 40 minutes. Over and out. There's a lot of text in this game, you know. The airlock door closes behind your shuttle. Doloro's transport ship takes up almost all of space. You can see that the cargo hold doors are open and ready for shipment. The now familiar rogue from the call is standing nearby. He's talking about something with some Klisk. The shuttle lands, you approach the two. Oh, human captain, I'm glad you decided to do the deal. Of course, what do I have to do? It's simple. Mr. Harkla has all documents, the Klisk nods. He's Mr. Droller's first mate. You only need to pick the goods you want loaded in return for the ones you unload, and sign the papers for it. Why can't Harkla pick the necessary goods? He doesn't offer us to. And if the stupid Bork was here instead of me, the one who was supposed to be on guard before I showed up, we would have waited until Doro got better, but the Bork isn't here. You are. Okay, let's do it. Harkla hands over the papers and goes back to the Dolores ship to oversee the shipment. The rogue takes out the cargo manifest and reads it simultaneously. Transfer recycling 1000. And what do I choose from? I don't know anything about this. Oh, I'm sorry. The rogue is embarrassed. Of course. We can offer you the same kind of trash in return for it to recycle at Kliskata, since we don't work with it. Or it could give you its worth in money. Or borrow it for something. Let's start over then. But now list everything. The rogue nods. Trash for recycling, 1000. In return, trash for a different kind, 800. Or geological equipment. It's very expensive, but we need to sell it off urgently, which is why you're selling it, 300. There are central processors, Dorson made, 700. There are also some Bork weaponry, 200. You understand that it isn't cheap, or we could give you money. Alright, so they basically give same things for same things, right? So they don't give weapons. So load the trash. $800 is less than 1000. We need to add something. Throw in some credits for Doloro, I guess. Great. Now, spare parts for labs for producing spaceships. 5000. In return, gold ore, 5000, or money. Or humorously around in papers, there. Or labs for asteroid mining, and random things like consumer goods. 10,000, they're light and compact, and pharmaceutical drugs, 3,000. Alright, so... Okay. Labs for labs, I think it's a wise decision. And the last thing, second-hand microchips, 1,500. In return, new microchips, 700. Energy crystals, 1,000. Noticing your confusion, the rogue adds, for autonomous work of mining modules. To use them at colonies. Colonizing equipment, 700. Radioactive elements, 2,000. Alright, so... second-hand microchips 1,500 in return for new microchips 700. I'm gonna say probably money for this one. That's it then. Rogue signs the documents and gets your signature and smiles. I'm happy with the deal, I hope you are too. Yeah, you hope, but I'm happy it was all over so soon. I have to go. Alright, we've arrived at the station. Just like I thought, Murphy's Law is in full force. The Klisk got off sick. I decided not to wait until he's better and do the deal myself. I hope Aurora is going to be happy with the results. All I have to do now is return to Klisk and report the results. Okay, so either I've really screwed up, or we did this spectacularly well. We'll see. Did I screw up? We'll see. Alright, oh human captain, what brings you here? I'm back to trade police station sound. Cost Lally. Kaha, I'm waiting for details. Everything is good, apart from the fact that the captain of the main transfer ship suddenly got sick, and almost sabotaged the deal. So how did you sort it out, human captain? Well, I allowed myself to carry out the deal. Is that a bad thing? Earl tensed up suddenly, but he's in control himself. Right, now that's interesting. So tell me, human captain, how did you do it? Well, I tried not to bite more than I could chew. I traded it all for money and without trying to get fancy with the exchange. Aurora reads the trial manifest attentively, then puts it aside, clicking on relief. You were already getting me worried, but you did the right thing for a foreigner. It's not ideal, but we got off easy enough. Too bad I made a mistake somewhere. Gaha, Aurora clicks approvingly. Some will call your decision stupid, but the code says, do not touch the mechanism you did not calibrate. You did well, Captain. I think so too. Aurora listens attentively. We have an unusual alien on board. Oh yeah, strange rock. What, an unusual alien? That's right, it's a living rock. It's hard to believe, but that's true. The Klisk clicks suspiciously, but that's the only indication of how skeptical he is. I see, human captain, and you want me to talk to it, as I understand. Yes, I think it could help resolve some issues we have. We could try, human captain. The Klisk have never met aliens like that, but our methods allow communications even with creatures that simply cannot perceive carbon-based life forms. We'll try. The Klisk rubs his hands. 5 credits. Isn't that too much? The price is right. The Klisk looks a bit offended. Okay. I'll transfer the money. Just help me talk to the rock. The Klisk nods. We're waiting for you on board our airship, Captain. It really wasn't easy. You were right to give them the 5 credits. The rock was dragged into Klisk Crab, a very unusual place. Wait. You even have to send for food to Aurora because it takes me too long. The tired Klisk are reduced to methods that look primitive, even too human. One of the scientists is hammering some kind of pin into the rock, which cables leading from it to a research terminal. Are you sure it won't hurt it? The pin or the rock? The scientist controlling the small robot that's hammering the pin clicks, laughing. Don't worry, human captain. You saw it. We've tried many things, right? In this case, he grunts, squeezing the remote violently. The robot gives the pin 2 strong hits. The metal rod disappears inside the rock. A different approach. It's done. Turn it on. One of the Klisk performs a solo on the keyboard, and bam, the air is suddenly full of dust and ozone. What is this strange feeling? Wow, your hair stood up under the uniform. Is that safe? The Klisk can't hear you. They're crowding around the research terminal and clicking loudly, speaking fast. It looks like they've managed to do something. Human Captain. One of them, apparently the boss, motions you to come close. Come here. You have to see it. Oh, it's so unusual. And it's really very unusual. On one of the screens of the terminal, the biggest one, there's an incoherent mess of light and various colors. The more self-colored ones glisten weakly and outline the walls and the floors with some sort of film. Diverse vibrant flashes represent lab equipment. Spots, much duller but also much bigger, move around and pulse. You can make out bulges one of them has. They look like, hey, they're arms and legs. Why are we the dull spots? Weird, some vibrant colors. Radiation. Wait. We're in space that has its own radiation, on a spaceship that has its own... Isn't the rock supposed to feel a bit comfortable? The Klisk nod in agreement. Yes, we think that this is what explains the incident that happened aboard your ship. Having found itself among so many objects radiating electromagnetic waves, your alien simply lost it and became hysterical. Or it was sleeping and tumbling about. Seriously? The Klisk clicked in irresolute silly laughter. Yeah, laugh you. Weird, such vibrant colors. For your eyes only, human captain. The creature you've delivered perceives it all as literally its body parts. We'll never understand it. Hey, speak for yourself. The Klisk doesn't pay much attention and having a little bit live conversation amongst themselves. Why are we dull spots? We're living beings. We reflect this radiation. One of the Klisk explains that while looking extremely important, but not arrogantly, because of that it sees us as the dull silhouettes that cannot be analyzed fully. However, the Klisk adjusts and changes something, more colors appear on the screen. If we crank up the equipment's sensitivity, we can see that if it wants to, that the creature can even see our own radiation. Ahem, our aura or something. Aura, the Klisk doesn't understand. Never mind, I understand you. Alright, this is all good and well, but can I talk to it? The operator of the terminal answers obligingly. We'll try to do something, human captain. You'll be able to talk and it'll even understand you, but you're too different, too unlike each other. You'll have to be very careful with your words, since at the least it might misinterpret you, at most, attack you. Got it, so what do I do? The Klisk hand you a keyboard. It has the Klisk alphabet on it, and it's very similar to the Earthside counterparts. It's pretty easy to make sense of. Talk. You enter the text, send the text, the equipment does the rest. Alright, so, hello. The rock vibrates noticeably. The images on the screen get a bit duller. In a small text output window, an incoherent mess of symbols appears. However, there are a few words you can make out. Who, many, weird. Peace, don't be afraid. Living beings, like you. Light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. Different. Bugs. Bugs. Light, dark, small. Them, light, dark, big. You, bugs, too. Another big block of untranslated system symbols, but much smaller than before. At the end, the question, where? Space. What? Sky. No, not him. Very high? Very high. Very high, above rollers, above emptiness with bugs. Higher, very high. There are very few untranslated systems now. Just a couple of lines. One of the Klisk walks up to the terminal and stays softly. Look, human captain, this creature's alpha rhythms have changed a lot. It's tired and sleeping. But we haven't talked about anything. You wouldn't have anyway. You can't have full-fledged conversations with all creatures right away. You have to get to know it first. It has to get to know you, and of course, the translator has to adapt to the differences in your perceptions. You've set the course for the adaptation, and now the creature will understand you better, but it's still nowhere near normal communication. And how long do I have to wait? The Klisk clicks ironically. Not wait, human captain. It's work. Hard work. You're going to have to teach this creature practically by yourself. Slowly gain to more and more complex subject matters. It only depends on how long it takes. Looks like I'm going to have to be a teacher. Deliver this thing to the Aurora, and be careful. We hope you can handle it, human captain. The task that awaits you is not easy. I got that already. Where's my shuttle docked? Alright, well. We got an update to the sentient stone. The Klisk helped us in contact with the stone. It is really sentient. The conversation was quite unusual. The Klisk translator barely manages to translate. To improve our communication, we must teach this stone and also learn from him. Should spare some time for that. And then we got the MCs here. The Klisk, we're back. Errol tensed up a bit when he found out I did the deal myself, but I think we're good. He's okay with the results. Since I decided not to bar and buy it all with hard cash, I know the Klisk prefer buying goods for other goods, but I couldn't understand their system and decided not to risk it. All in all, Errol is happy, and I need his help. I better ask him for it right now. Okay. You know what? We've actually gone for quite a bit, but let's try talking to him, and then we'll say that'll be it for the episode. So, interact. We have to talk about something. Aurora listens attentively. No, nothing. No business. It was all good working with you, even though a bit tiring. I have to go. What? We wish to trade. I don't really have a whole lot of credits for anything, but this will be stuff I want to get at some point. Let's just sell this stuff. Well, I guess that's going to be it for now. Guess we'll come back and we'll basically, see what happens then. For now, I hope you guys enjoyed and take care. This one right here.